Hey everyone, Ben the Massage Therapist here, and it's time for, once again, another episode of questions on social media that no one asked me, but I'm going to answer them anyway. If you've seen some of my videos before, you know that I'm a massage therapist and I've been making videos about massage therapy for massage therapists. I am not an expert, I've got some experience, right? And so I want to make videos to try to help out some of the people that I see on social media that have these questions that I've had before. And I didn't have this resource to be able to maybe try and find some answers. So, one thing that I've noticed from looking at all of these questions on social media is there's some great questions and there's no bad questions, and there's so much out there that massage therapists need to learn on their own or don't get taught in school or get to learn from someone else. So some of the important things to do are to find yourself a mentor or a support group. And so one of the things that I say, I'm not a guru. I don't claim to be some expert, but I have some ideas because there are no wrong answers, because everybody's going to do something differently when asked some of these questions, and it's pretty evident by how many responses that these questions get. Oh my god, so many. The joke that I make is, if you ask 10 massage therapists the same question, you're going to get 50 different answers. And so I love looking at these questions and just thinking about, how would I deal with this situation, or how would I tell someone or advise someone on maybe what a good route to answer some of these questions are. So hey, if you like what I'm putting out, if you like my vibe, I'd invite you to join my tribe, right? Hit that subscribe button, like button, join in the conversation. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Those kinds of things are very motivating and very helpful, more than you probably know. All right, so let's get into our first question. And this is kind of a long question here, so I'm going to check in with my computer screen and we're going to read this off. All right, and here it goes. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I had a client in love with me today before ever meeting me. Whoa, okay, sounds juicy already. Told me about his recent struggles with shoulder surgery and being a caretaker, and continuously saying how he can't wait to meet me and how we should go to dinner first and get to know each other more and talk. All right, I'm just going to stop right there for a sec. I've never gone out to dinner with someone that I'm going to work on or work with. Once asking me if I was into older guys, and another part of the conversation offering to give me reflexology that he learned and gave to his mother while she was on her deathbed. Okay, this is just moving into creepy land. Yeah. All right, but let's keep reading. Lots of personal information and transference, such as, I feel you are such a kind, beautiful soul. However, he spoke too respectfully. Back up. However, he spoke too respectfully for me to be harsh in response, but I know I will not be taking this client once he is ready to book after his allergies. Okay. So the question is, softball ways to let this guy know he already walked past my boundaries and I won't be working on him in a way that is helpful and can have him on track to establish a better rapport with the next person he calls. I think he is truly just older and lonely, but that's not really going to excuse the behavior. Well, you nailed it, right? So here's part of what we do in are episodes of questions from social media that nobody asked me, but I'm going to answer anyway. So I read the question, and then we'll kind of give some initial thoughts here, and then I'm going to go through and talk about some of the comments that I liked, because there's already over 100 comments on this particular question / statement. And like I said, everybody's going to answer this differently. So it looks like this person has already identified that they are not going to work with them. Good thing. Great thing. Thank you. It just sounds like she's looking, she or he, I'm not sure who this is. I'm just going to assume it's a she. She is looking for a way to not sound mean to this person and to help them. So it looks like this person is wanting to maybe educate this person on how not to be creepy. That's what I'm getting out of this post. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's not your job to educate people on how not to be creepy. Just throwing that out there. If they're creepy, they're creepy. Let them go. All right, I'm gonna talk about some of the comments that I saw in here. So let's go into. I wouldn't take him on. When someone has crossed the line this way in conversation with me, I explain that unfortunately, I'm unable to take him in as a client because he has crossed the line of communication, and I take my profession seriously. That's just what I say. I'm polite about it. That's a great way to do it. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do this. Everyone's going to have their own different way. So polite, but upfront. Hey, you're creepy and we're not going to work together. But I say it in a nice way. All right. Let's move on to the next one. It says, softball. Softball? Sorry, but I am not a mean person, but no way would I softball. Grow a spine and say, hit the road, toad. Truly no offense to you or anybody, but please stop. Why are we treated so poorly? Just stand up and say, kiss off. I don't bust my butt at a profession I love to be treated like that. So this is the more upfront approach, right? You don't have to be mean about it, but just say, hey, thank you, but no thank you. Hit the road, toad. You're a creepy dude. We'll see you. So that's another approach, right? Like I said, so many different approaches. Let's pull up another one that I thought was interesting. Girl, first of all, it's okay to be a nice person. You don't have to be aggressive or mean to the man. Your gut has already told you that he probably doesn't mean it the way it is coming off. Just to avoid hurting his feelings, I would tell him that you have no openings available in the near future, and then ignore him the next time. Okay, so this is taking a little bit different route, and I don't know if I can get away with the girl. I don't do that. That's not my thing, but girl, first of all, it's okay to be a nice person, of course. So being a nice person is part of how we build our business, right? If we're a jerk, we're probably not going to get very many customers to come back. And then they talk about just tell him that you don't have any openings and then ghost him. That's a route to do also, right? When we're not comfortable in conversations, there's a few things we do. Kind of like when we go into those basic fight or flight instincts. We fight, we run, or we freeze. And so ghosting someone is kind of a form of running away, right? Ghost. I'm gone. You'll never see me again. You won't hear from me again. I'm out. So that's another way to do it. So I'm going to read this last one that I picked out. I really like the take on this comment, so I'm going to read it for you here. Ask him if he spoke with his orthopedist this way prior to surgery. Perhaps his physical therapist, maybe. How did they respond? If he didn't speak to these practitioners in such a way, why on earth does he think he can speak in this manner to a massage therapist? Because masseuses are expected to behave in this manner? Wow. So I really like this, right? Do you ask your dentist if he wants to go out to dinner before he cleans your teeth? Or your hygienist? Do you ask your chiropractor to go out to dinner before they adjust your... No, you don't do that. That's just wrong. So I thought that was really interesting perspective. So I've read to you the soft, nice approach, the upfront in your face, no, I'm out, hit the road, toad, and then we have the hey, you talk to any other professionals like this? No. So we got those three. I'm gonna give you something that I thought about and that I talked to some other people about, and it's called, I don't know what I call it, but it's removing emotion. So if you were to remove all emotion out of this interaction, this communication, what would it sound like? What would it feel like to you? So if I didn't have to worry about hurting anybody's feelings, how easy would it be to just say, hey, thank you, but no thank you. I'm not interested in working with you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Now think about how we could take emotion and use that in different aspects of our practice, right? So if we removed emotion away from thinking about raising prices, oh, I'm going to wait until the end of the year to raise my prices, and so is going to be upset about me raising my... No. What if you just took emotion away and say, hey, this is what's happening? Doesn't mean you can't be mindful of those emotions, but as healers, we like to help people, right? And a lot of us have a problem with the idea of hurting people's feelings. I'm that way. I mean, it's easy for me to say remove emotion, but to really do it and practice it takes practice. What else is in there? Working outside of normal business hours. Hey, I have to work late on Wednesday. Can you come in special for me? Take emotion out of it. I recognize that you have to work late, but I also have boundaries. I have hours. So if that's not going to work for you, we're going to have to figure something else out. Maybe working longer on somebody. So they ask for, can you spend, a little more time on my feet, and you end up going past your time because you want to be helpful. Take emotion out of it and say, sorry, I have someone coming in after you. Maybe next time we can spend a little more time on your feet. People asking for discounts or offering discounts, take emotion out of it. So that's my big take, is take emotion out of it. So hey, I hope you got something helpful out of this video. Like I said before, if you like the vibe, I invite you to join the tribe. Leave some comments, give me a like, give me a subscribe, that kind of thing. I've been experimenting with the lighting. What do you think? We got lighting. Oh, and we got pumpkin shirt. Hey. So hey, thanks for spending a little time with me and watching the video. I'd love to hear how would you handle this situation? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe so when we do more of these questions on social media that nobody asked me, but I'm going to answer them anyway, you can get notified and we can talk about it together. Or hey, I tell you what, do you want to do a live with me and we can talk about one of these questions together live? That would be cool. Hit me up and we'll check out a way to make it happen. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a new video soon.